Hello and welcome. I am new. I'm a brand new person, and I don't have my jacket on, well, which I am pretty sure is the first time in the streams that I didn't have the jacket on because it was such a standard. Also, I just realized I'm a little bit loud. Things have changed. Firstly, I have had the pleasure to connect my laptop to a giant screen, and it's beautiful. I can actually see things now. Before I always streamed on it was all fairly small, so I didn't really see much of the game at all. And I do want to clarify, I'm not continuing the game save file thingy that I have been playing on. Today is just like an exception. I'll get to that in a second. So we're actually playing on my personal game save file. That's the word. So we're just going to have fun, okay? I've no idea where we're at. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is fine. This is great because let me explain. I took a break from streaming, right? The break continues. This is an exception, though I might, if everything goes well, I might also stream on Saturday and Sunday just because everything aligns in a way where that is possible. And the main reason why I'm streaming is because I can. And because I wanted to use this new model first, it's something that I already have confidence on before I start a new project using this model, and I didn't want that new project to be the first time that this new model is seen, so that's why I'm making a little exception stream here, just throwing one in. We're just going to see where this leads us, and then I'll consider doing stuff on Saturday and Sunday. I don't really want to decide on anything now because sleep has been difficult. So that's unfortunate. Just today, I woke up and I regretted it immediately because my shoulder just hurt. It just hurt. It's fine now, but it was very uncomfortable. No. Also, I changed my microphone around. Fun fact. First, hello, welcome. I hope you heard my explanation. Otherwise, I will repeat because you have privileges. My microphone arm is a beheaded lamp, and I changed where the microphone sits on it because the microphone I have is actually just like a really cheap clip-on microphone. So I changed where it is now. So I have a little bit more microphone arm, but I'm also not used to it yet. So that's another thing. And the other thing is, what else did I do? I meant to change the music for the stream, the loading screen, add actual music to the break screen and the ending screen, and I tried. Okay, I tried, but the only thing I actually did is add music to the break screen, which I'm not even sure we will use today, which also reminds me I have to start the timer, because today we are limited on time. I have like an hour if we're lucky, and I already have been talking for 4 minutes, and 2 minutes was start screen. So let me lower this to 50 minutes just to be sure. Just so I'm aware how much time has passed. And that's it. So, quick. Seriously? Okay. You know what? I was assured it would be quiet. It isn't. Let me fix that real quick. Just a second, okay? Just patience. Patience. I made sure to consider even disconnecting the phone and stuff. But I didn't consider that my dear father would forget his phone. which is always allowed. So that's unfortunate. Regardless, we know we have a timer running, right? I did turn it on. Yes, very good. Okay, so now we can play. What did I want to say? I wanted to do a recap. I'm not returning to streaming officially. I might stream on the weekend, and this is not the main game file. This is my personal file that will just have fun today because I don't know how long the stream is, but I really wanted to stream. And I didn't want to continue with the main story of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, where we're already pretty much at the final out of nowhere. So that's why we're just going to chill here with my anime heavy team, actually. I just picked Digimon I wanted. And Sistermon, because Sistermon is cool. Only cool kids like Sistermon. I just realized I don't know anymore how to speak into this microphone. I think it took me quite a while to actually learn how to speak into this, and now I've changed it, so now I have to relearn. Anyway, we have, as you can see, I might have digivolved him just recently. Digivolved? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played on this, so it's fine. We have to go to Shinjuku, so let's just do that. Yeah, I saw someone say in an episode. They put it in something. That's bold of them. Shinjuku. It's very quiet, and I'm not sure if that's good or not. Okay, on mine end, it's okay. I might pull it up a little bit. Just there. We'll leave it there. Okay, Shinjuku and Ghost Game. See, at this point, I'm now getting confused between the game titles and the anime titles. Because I'm so out of the loop. Shinjuku. Why are we in Shinjuku again? They were talking. I think we have to go to the station. Now I don't remember. Also, I just had a mini panic moment of like, did I actually put the game to English? I never changed it. It has always been in English. I would be... Oh. What are you? Also, I have no idea if my size is fine because I just put it in and I wasn't able to test the setup before. So, we're just going to hope that I don't cover more than before. It feels like something's out to kill. What is this chill I feel? Oh. Let's see. Oh, there's life plan again. A case came in from Detective Matayoshi. Hurry up and come. What? You've had something ominous in the air just now? Since when have you been so superstitious? Is it a superstition to feel like something's watching you? Someone's watching you? It doesn't have to be something, it can just be someone. Yes, very good. It's probably nothing. Just get back here so we can get to work already. I also have I don't remember what's going to happen. I should see if there's a new case to investigate. See, I went to Shinjuku because Kyoko said we have to go to Shinjuku, and I was like, yay, let's go to Shinjuku, because Kyoko's telling us where to go. That means we don't get a new case, not formally, and then we get a new case formally. So that's great. Also, I now have to relearn to separate my attention, because I didn't stream. Surprise, I didn't stream, so I'm not used to it, but I was recording. So, yeah. Oh, who are you? Why are you standing here? Oh, this place looks nice. Gluttonous lady. Who the hell are you? We just walking. Oh, if you want to eat, just come inside, did you say? You don't understand. A lady such as myself can't simply go into a place such as this unaccompanied. What would the other people think that you will never meet again? I'm sorry, this whole thing of like, it's like a legit thing I use with my mother of like being like, oh, what would the neighbors think? To make fun of being worried about something that shouldn't interest other people. So this falls into that line. By the way, the other day I saw a girl left alone outside this place. She looked so lonely. Just because someone is alone doesn't mean that they are lonely. Those are two different things. She was fair-skinned and had black hair. She was looking at the display. Perhaps only I saw the girl. Why do I not remember this conversation? Did I miss this conversation the first time, or did I just forget? Okay, right, here I started the game off stream. Siren is just the name I threw in here for the character because I just wanted a nice name. It's not my name, I want to be very clear about that. So, how's the new body? Have you broken it in yet? While you were out having fun, we got another request for the cyber sleuth. It's quite a big, complex case. Once you get back to the office, you can find the case on the whiteboard. I thought there was... Okay, Kyoko, you're sending me mixed signals. What do you want from me? Let's see what we have here. We have 2 new cases. To be fair, it's easy to assume these days with the loneliness pandemic. Yes. But I feel that it's the same as before. Now it's just more like how it's viewed stayed the same. Undercover eater. I'm an undercover eater for food reviews and I need some help to someone to help me investigate something. Okay, no, I wanted to check. Matayoshi, Shinjuku. An invisible stasher is rampant in Shinjuku. Catch the culprit before something serious happens. Please help. Do we have to do the eater case? I didn't like that one. I remember that much. Let's do the broad daylight one. Oh, there's still this one. Home security guard. Right. Okay. We keep an eye on that. I'm not covering dialogue, so my feeling was good about how to place myself. There has been a string of some real oddball incidents lately out in Shinjuku, and I'm noticing that my voice is already giving up on me. Cars, trees, building exteriors, they're all getting sliced up and with clean cuts too, like someone took a really sharp knife to them. That's where cuts usually come from, Detective Matayoshi. That's a very, very sharp sense of logic you got there. Thankfully, nobody has actually gotten hurt by this so far. Right now, it's just a case of trying to curb vandalism we're dealing with here. But it's heavy-duty stuff getting damaged here. Imagine if people start getting targeted somewhere as dense as Shinjuku. It'd be a real problem. As long as we don't know who's behind this, we can't predict what will be next. And the police can hardly be bothered to get off their asses and... Like... What? Sorry, my brain is still... My brain is still calibrated on just reading English quickly and not actually saying it out loud. So I might need a few more minutes to get this... my reading voice back. Like this will help us? This also doesn't sound right. It's after the last incident. No, this doesn't sound right at all. I see where this is going. Alright, we'll check it out for you. We'll check it out for you. We know who we is. I've politely borrowed access to a security camera in Shinjuku, so we can check out what it's been recording. I don't see anything. I damn well don't hear anything right now either. Doesn't look like I can find any of the actual crime scenes, though I'd wager that you've already checked on this much yourself. There's really nothing left on there, huh? Oh, I just found something interesting. Here's my trusty assistant from just a little while ago. Let's take a look. Great, the moment where I almost died. Right? Pretty sure about that one. Wait, what was that flash of light just now? Danger. We just might have a real life Kamaitachi on her hands here. Is my brain broken or is the sentence structure actually that broken? You've probably heard about them before from folktales, right? Kamaitachi are vessels. Vessel? No. Weasel. Is that how it's spelled? Weasel is unsurprisingly a word I had goodbye voice. Weasel is unsurprisingly a word I don't get to see that often. Kamaitachi are weasel spirits with claws as sharp as sickles. To hear, I legitimately, the first thing that came to mind is that martial arts Pokemon that's also vaguely weasel-like from Gen 6, and I was like, oh, we get to see that? And I was like, no, you're in an entirely wrong franchise. What is happening? To hear the stories tell it, they attack people by appearing inside a sudden whirlwind, cutting the victim's skin sharply in its wake. This is on like German fairy tale level. What probably really happens is that when people's skin gets really dry, it can get cut up by small rocks blowing in the wind, or so we thought. When your skin is dry, it can also just break. It then looks like cuts. It can happen. Very uncomfortable. Looking at this footage, I think it's safe to say that's no ordinary gust of wind. Knowing that there could be an actual Kamaitachi on the loose in Shinjuku. Honestly, I like the angle that, like, I don't think I ever really talked about that. I like the approach of being like, hey, you know these folktales? You know this thing that we're seeing? Maybe it's a Digimon. And that then implies that all folktales are vaguely inspired by actual Digimon sightings. That's kinda nice. Putting fairy tales aside for the moment, what we do know is that light reflected off something. Maybe the wind somehow, or blade, or maybe something else entirely. Who knows? But that light definitely skimmed really close to your head there in that footage. The story could have been over so much sooner. If you hadn't felt anything ominous back then, we might have seen your head pop off your shoulders. Kyoko, I'm allowed to joke about this. You aren't. You are literally responsible for me. Did you know about the Time Strangers demo? I got a video recommended where someone played it. I didn't watch it, I just saw it in my recommendations, and I had in mind to check if there's a demo for the Switch and then maybe do that on the weekend. So I have seen it somehow, I just didn't have time to check. So if it is available, I might do it on the weekend. I don't know. I like overloaded myself a little bit with recording and editing, mostly recording stuff. But it's an option. If it's on the Switch, if the demo's on the Switch, maybe. I'm doubting it a little bit, but I will at the very least check. So maybe. Better stay sharp. You can only stay lucky for so long, you know? I'm the main character. I'm always lucky. Head back to Shinjuku and investigate the surrounding area. Detective Matayoshi and I will stay here to analyze the footage some more. What was said about we will help? It doesn't come out for Switch? Sad. Then I can't do it. It's like, when I started the stream, I still had WhatsApp open on the laptop, and I was like, uh-oh, that's going to be a problem. So, I'm supposed to go to Shinjuku, that's the plan. I'm considering what I could do on the weekend, because unless something horrible happens on Saturday, I will definitely be able to stream. PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5. Yeah, I have none of that. I have the Switch and myself. This is all the... Investigation is the wrong word. This is all the entertainment you get here on Avidea. That's all it is. But I might as well just check what other demos there are and then maybe do something of that. Ooh, hello. There's a thin line coursing through here that looks like a burn mark. Wait, a burn mark? Aren't we supposed to see cuts? Maybe in the future, PC? I have no idea. Right now, I wouldn't give myself or anyone else hope for that. You found a burn spot, you say? Anything else of note you found there? What's wrong? Does something feel off again? A flash of sunlight reflected off a window and blinded you. Looks like you froze cure for the time being. Oh wait, there she goes. She's moving again. Guess she's looking something up. Once she's like this, she's lost in her own world. No point trying to talk with her. Looks like she'll be at it for a while. I hate ordering you around since you don't work for me, but would you mind looking around for more clues for us? If you stop talking to me, I could. We've had a lot of reports about this phenomenon come into the police department, so there could definitely still be something left to find. I meant to keep looking, but you people keep talking to me. What does that... Cap dog. What do they sell at Cap dog? Disgruntle. Kimono. Just kimono. There's another one of those burn marks on the sidewalk here. 3 exclamation marks. Wait, I have one. Where's it? Ah, there it is. I felt it. That murderous intent again. It's that chill, the same one as before. The ominous feeling is back. It's the chill, the same one as before. I still don't think, depending on the answer, we'll get any different thing. The trick is up. I know your trick now. Kyoko, now's really not the time. I'm being shot at. Hey, it's me. I figured out what's going on. The culprit, whoever they are, is using reflections to their advantage. They are invisible. Have you ever heard of the walkie-talkie building? It's a super tall skyscraper in London that was at the center of a really bizarre incident. Basically, there were cars parked nearby and that mysteriously had parts of them melted and warped. I'm trying to find my pronunciation again, but I am not able to. The cause of it was the building's windows. The panes were installed in such a way they reflected a sunbeam potent enough to damage the cars. In this instance, though, we're not dealing with sun rays. Judging from the flashes of light and those burn marks you found, we're probably dealing with lasers here. Right. That was the whole thing. But this isn't your ordinary laser pointer we're talking about. Only weapons-grade lasers could leave such deep burns. I'm so sorry. My pronunciation is so bad today. I have been recording talking in English and I have noticed that. I'm still trying to fix it, but I don't think I can fix it without continuing to talk. So, yeah. Just check. I'm hearing things from the outside. There's like construction work across the street in quotation marks. Though it's pretty late for that now. But they have been coming in and going out all the time, so... The question is how someone managed to set them up all around Shinjuku and fire them off without people spotting them. Magic. There hasn't been any big power surge in the area. Could there be batteries? No way. The digital wave readings are fluctuating weirdly. Don't tell me they're using the digital waves as a substitute for microwaves in an impromptu maser. If that's the case, then... Hey, think you can trust in my deductions and your good luck to pull us through? No? Of course, like I ever doubt your judgment. Let's hurry up and do something while I take a little bit of water. I like that attitude. Then here's the deal. The culprit is aiming that laser at you using every reflective surface in the area. We're going to use that to our advantage. The fact that the laser is bouncing around towards you means we can trace it back to its origin point if we vaguely know where it's coming from. To do that, you need to get in the line of fire, but you have to time it well or else you'll get a hole burned right through your skull. How do you say that? Do you get what I'm asking here? As soon as the lasers got you, I wanted to connect jump into it and dive inside, and I still don't understand how this is supposed to work. If my thinking is correct, that laser is actually a type of digital wave. If it is, the instant the beam of light hits something, it forms a connection with the origin point and establishes a phone network of sorts. Also, I didn't consider that I might also just be able to skip all of this dialogue, but I'm also vaguely interested. So I'll just finish this one, then we'll talk about it. That's what should make it possible for you to connect jump into it. I know it sounds crazy, but you're easily the luckiest person I've ever known. You can do it. Trust yourself and tackle this head on. Didn't you just tell me before that my luck is running out and that I should be careful? Just concentrate. If anyone can do this, it's you. Yeah, because I'm the only person that you know that can connect jump. I am the only person I know that can connect jump. Yay! Okay. Now we can actually check out what's going on here and figure out what to do, maybe? We'll just take the... Ooh, okay. SP capsules. Very good. We'll just take a good look around, get some fights in. Bark him on! There's a fly in my face. That's like the bad thing of sitting here again. There are flies again, so... That's unfortunate. And Grommon's almost dead, because no one is leveled at all. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I am covering like all the SP points. So... That's my bad. And Gargamon can't do anything for us right now. Let's just hope Grommon survives long enough. 85, that's 85. Let's see. Something just appeared on my laptop. I think it's a storm warning. I think that's what just caught my attention. Always remember, Gaomon is a subspecies of Gazimon. That is a thing that I try to not remember. I mean, I know they have nothing to do with each other, but Sangloopmon and Gaogamon are like connected in my mind because they are vaguely similar. I think officially there is no connection, but they are both blue giant dogs. There's some connection. How many blue giant dogs do you know? Hey. That Ramon's a bit rude. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Everyone levels fine. Everyone levels great. Oh yeah, also, I just realized the sound effects are much quieter on this save file because I put them down. Because they were very loud when I was playing on the television. Okay, Gaogamon is dead. That happens. Kinda rude. Gaogamon is fine. There's nothing to worry about. Gaogamon's just taking a nap. So last week Friday I started playing Digimon Super Rumble. I have no idea what that is. Mental Charm. Sorry, I heard something. I think it's the MMO. I know MMO. I cannot place it as something I can conceptualize right now. I'm just a little noob. I don't know how games work. Oh. Isn't Galgamon still have that? And that's another back attack. Yeah, figured. You know, that has never happened. It has never happened that I went into a fight with a Digimon with only 1 HP, so I don't actually know what's going to happen now. How about we leave? Let's leave. Let's yeah, let's hear Galgamon. That might be something that a responsible person would do. I also don't know if Time Searcher will ever get a Switch 2 release. Hello. We are not ready for that on like any part. So let's just continue running around and checking all the ends. I wouldn't be surprised if it wouldn't get one. Especially now. I didn't follow this at all. However, I did see this morning that Pokemon... That's not what I want to do. That Pokemon like patented, or at least tried to patent, the summoning of monsters in the United States. And in that context, and with the whole powered stuff, I can kind of see them looking at Digimon games and being like, no. I assume the game is more in size. That's also very much possible that it's just not, that the Switch just can't handle it. That's unfortunate, but what do I want to say? I'm happy with what I can get, and there's always the possibility of playing it later. I'm not a person that's intrigued by FOMO or timing or anything. It's nice if I can get something when it's released, but it's not a need. It's not something I would always choose. I mean, I'm noticing right now how I'm managing. Okay, do you want me to talk about? Do you want me to talk about what I'm actually doing as a new project? Why I'm doing this stream now, so this model has like a good first start. Because I'm slightly embarrassed by trying it, but I'm also like, if I don't try it, I don't know what could have happened. And right now, I'm still in a position where I can't try it. Why is Growlmon confused? Growlmon, please! I'm the one who's confused here. This isn't great. That's fine. My laptop is getting a little bit warm, but it's fine. So the new thing... There's a fly again on my face. The new thing I've been doing, or the thing that I'm now starting to do, that I'm like still preparing, but I hope I can get something out next week. I've become the villain of my own story. The hero's dead. The villain is alive. I have started to... I don't really want to say I started. I have started to seriously try out to do reactions to K-pop specifically. Just to K-pop stuff. Because there is a reaction duo I personally really like. They're called Open Arms Reactions. They do stuff together and separately, but I specifically like their duo stuff very much because they make reactions in a way that there's actually add-on to the original content. And I'm a very slow person, so I do like to get a second look from someone else on something and learn something new or see something new in it that I didn't before. The reason why I'm specifically drifting to K-pop is because I'm very interested in K-pop, but I also don't really have people to talk about it with. Wind is weak against electricity, right? Because electricity is weak against earth. So, what was I talking about? I've started to record reactions. I'm just testing it. I'm just trying it out, and I see how that goes. Just because I am curious about it. And so I'm just going to try it once. But I didn't want, because I took the break from streaming. You got not to talk about that stuff with. I have... Like, I do, but I don't. And I don't know why, but I have, like, for some reason... That won't do much. I know there are a bunch of communities online. How do I explain this without sounding like I'm just scared? I've gotten bad at starting... I haven't gotten bad. I was always bad at starting conversations with people. So with like the videos and with the streaming as well, it's like I went in knowing, or I always go in with like the expectations of like no one will be here. I will have to talk with myself for at least an hour, if not longer. And that's okay. That's the reality for many people, and that's something that, like, there's a reason why at the very beginning I just did a let's play. I just recorded, I edited, I uploaded, and that's it, because I wanted to learn how to talk without scripts, because before I just did videos with like scripts I worked on for weeks. So were we already back here? Maybe. I don't know where we were anymore. With that context, I have always been bad with starting conversations with people. I'm easy to talk to, but I'm bad at talking with people. But by just like having monologues for extended amounts of times, it's a bit easier for me. And I am going to avoid this fight now. So in a sense, I guess it's also maybe an attempt for myself to... on one hand, contribute to content I personally feel is not... I thought there would be something here in the middle that's not represented too well, which are reactions that actually add to the original content. And what I mean by that, I recorded today my reaction to a 3-minute music video. I talked for 20 minutes and I don't know how. I like went in with the standard of like, I'm going to make sure every video I react to, at the end my video is double the length of the original, and now it's like over 3 times the length of the original video, which I guess is good. I don't know anymore. But it's also... like, I do believe there are reactions that can be done well. But there are just so many of people that just watch it and don't really add onto it. And that's really not something I like. I'm going to say it how I view it. Why did I use idle bubble? I can't read the text anymore. Well, it worked for once. It hit and it worked. That's interesting. Usually doesn't happen. I've lost the plot again. I'm not able to hold 2 conversations at once anymore. I don't want to be one of those channels that just watches and doesn't add anything. That's why I went like in with, I'm adding stuff. I'm going to dissect stuff, and so that's what I'm learning now. And if anything, I hope it will help me be more open about my opinions, because I'm a fairly neutral person, which I think is both a strength and a weakness. Like, I can build my own opinions, but I do need a lot of information for that. And in that regard, I hope if I just learn to be like witty about that. I just really hope that I can be like more. I had the phrase in my mind and I lost it. I hope I can be more open about saying this is my opinion, this is what I think of it, this is how I interpret that, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to test it out. If I fail horribly, we will just forget that chapter in my life. And if I don't, then maybe something good comes from it. So I'm just going to test it out, but as I said, I didn't want that to be the first thing with the new model. Did I even finish my sentence? So I went on break, and then I made this model, and then I was like, well, now I have the model, but I don't really want to stream, so I didn't do anything with it. And then I realized, like, hey, I could just try doing reaction videos before I like never do it for any reason. And then I was like, I don't want it to be the first thing where I use the new model. So now we're here and I'm streaming. And we should probably finish this now because I don't actually know how much time we've left. Should be okay. Though I will check real quick if I have been notified that I should be ending the stream. I have not. So we still have time. Optical weapon Tankmon! After all of that reaction talk. Who are you? How did you find me here? Are you some army goon trying to take me back? Who are you? You're not with the army? Well, I'm an optical weapon Digimon that broke out of a certain country's military. It's a certain country's military. Can you guess which military it is? I was developed and trained to be a weapon capable of attacking the real world directly from cyberspace, which is crazy, by the way. But I hated it. I hated being worthless to them for any other purpose aside from that. Any soldier ever. I'm sorry, I'm very much not a fan of the military in any context that's not fictional. Fictional military, great. Real military, no. And I hate anybody in the army who just tries to treat me like a weapon, so I ran away. Oh, excuse me, I pulled at the headphone cable and scared myself. You're wondering why I was attacking the city? The flies always fly awfully close to my mouth. But I was just practicing my technique over the network to find something else I could do, that's all. Oh, so my lasers were shooting out into the real world without me even realizing it? That's why you activate the safety on your weapons. Have we learned nothing from Lethal Company? Sorry about that. Try all I might, no matter how much I run away, I really am just a mean old weapon in the end. I'm wrong, because if I was a real weapon, there would have been casualties. There really some... We're having a conversation over here. Hey, are you okay? You look alright. I'm sorry to see you again. If something had happened to you, it would have made me look really terrible as a detective. Yeah, sending a kid in there? And then the kid gets hurt? Not great on your career sheet. So I'm glad to see you okay. Detective? I knew it. You lied to me. You really are just a government dog. Aren't there? No, that's a private investigator, isn't it? These flies have to leave me alone. Please. Thank you. I make you pay for this, you two-faced scumbag. That's why we don't accept calls when we're in the middle of a conversation. If you're so desperate to make me a weapon again, then I give you what you want and then some. Take this. Honestly, this plotline is really interesting. It continues to be really interesting. I just wish we would have gotten more of this. Maybe I wasn't ready for this fight. But we have backup. We have Digimon, we have Stingmon, we have Sistermon. This is fine. If I'm not entirely losing my voice, that is, which is also very possible. Let's try Panic Wisp. That might work. Or not. Well then. Virus is effective. But... well, data is too. That's 90 and that's... but this is... isn't this weak? Am I imagining things? I thought they were together in the effectiveness pyramid. Okay, it didn't do a lot of damage. I should probably get Sistermon out. Yeah. Let's get Sistermon out. There we get Sistermon out, and then we get Stingmon out because Stingmon is the strongest, and I'm pretty sure it's neutral. Except for possible attacks. Oh, there's an up attack here. Would you look at that? Isn't that useful when you notice that you actually have an attack that's super effective? Spiking Strike, Crescent Leaf. Why do you already have flat attacks? Stingmon, you're my hope. Okay. No, I take that. I'm very proud of you. Thank you, Stingmon. 70. 70 is pretty good. Let's do 70. 70 is nice. I was worried. Now I'm not. Now it's fine. There would be a lot of conversation we would have to go through again. Oh great! It one-hit Stingmon, the strongest Digimon I have. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. There's a little bit to worry about. But there's nothing to worry about. Okay. Fighter patch. Everyone gets a level, as we're used to after these fights. Also, I'm noticing now my energy is like low. It's only been 50 minutes. I recorded for 20 minutes before. It's like a little bit over an hour. I'm not used to streaming anymore. That's enough. I get it. I'm nothing more than a weapon to be fired off. I know that after fighting you now. Can we get a Tankmon as a main character in an anime, please? I think that would be really interesting to have like a weapon Digimon that has like an existential crisis throughout the entire season. But if that's the life I have to lead, then I wish I'd never been created. Where is my anime season? So it was a program Digimon made by a foreign military, huh? See, I was thinking of the country, that the military of the country we are in made this weapon, but now that they're saying foreign military, I think I'm realizing... I'm hearing weird sounds again. I think I'm realizing which country they mean, or which country they are implying, which I'm not going to name because we're not making any accusations here, but no, I don't actually, it could just be anything. That's probably why they phrase it like that. I'm hearing, what am I hearing? How can I describe this? Wegen. Sawing. I'm hearing sawing. Somewhere in the distance or a few apartments over, I'm not sure. I'm sorry I interrupted your conversation then. Guess I gummed up the works real bad right when you'd won him over. Sometimes sending a child in is the right choice. But only sometimes. Still, at least it put a stop to things, even though it ended poorly. It really did. Now it's become a serious situation. I mean, not only did you find a top secret military weapon, you also destroyed it. Did we? It just kind of vanished. Wouldn't say we destroyed it. It could have been our friend. Why couldn't we get it as an ally? If we're not careful here, this could turn into an international incident that even threatens our security treaty with that country. Are they going to come and accuse us of providing asylum to a digital program that they let break out? That would be wild. Just when Japan finally got them to move their bases too, that deal could vanish into thin air because of this. I'm noticing my leg is entirely asleep. Very uncomfortable. I haven't moved since I sat down. That's an issue. Oh, but don't think any of this is your fault. Even if it were to lead to World War III taking place, you shouldn't feel guilty. Why is Kyoko like this? Kyoko is even meaner than she was before, or than she is later. And I feel attacked, okay? I am emotionally fragile at the moment. This is very rude of her. I don't like her. Okay, I know which country. I feel like it could be like multiple ones. But I'm pretty sure there's like real world history they are referencing from probably around the time the game was made. Oh, Kyo. If I didn't know, you'd bet you... Wait, also, sorry, can I just... Spoiler. Kyoko isn't fully human. Right? If Kyoko isn't fully human, but she told us about her father and Matayoshi has known her all her life, how can she be a very powerful Digimon and a human? Is it like a replacement thing? Did we establish that and I forgot? Moved bases, he said, so yeah. I have like multiple countries it could be. I'm like pretty sure I'm thinking of the right one. We won't name names, okay? We're just speculating. But this fly is out to get me. Oh, but I really am. When am I not? Yeah, okay. If everything goes to hell, which it will, we don't trust Kyoko. I'm sorry, this fly is horrible right now. It's so tiny. How can you cause so many problems for me? You want to explain? I got it. Thank God. Digimon can copy or take over bodies. I mean, we can too. Kinda. So it makes sense. So, wait, sorry, I'm bringing anime logic back in. Arukenimon and Mamimon didn't copy or take over bodies. They changed their own bodies to look more human. They still weren't human, but they were humanoid enough to not to not draw too much attention in Tokyo. So I guess there's a third option for some of them. I wonder why they could. Was it just plot or was it like... I don't think there was like a proper reason to it. There's another fly now. Get rid of one, there's another. And there's my timer. Okay. I haven't gotten a message yet that I should end stream, so we'll just finish this conversation. Anyway, Lady Luck must really take a shine to you. I'm the MC. To tell you the truth, there was actually one other thing that flashed of light could have been. See, if it hadn't been a normal Mazer, but instead a phone-on Mazer, you wouldn't be standing here talking to us right now. It's nice that you tell us that we would be dead. I detected fluctuations in the digital waves, which made me immediately determine that they were functioning as a Mazer substitute. Did she explain what Mazer means? However, there was also the possibility that instead of microwaves being substituted... Microwaves just threw me off so far. That instead of microwaves being substituted, that it could have been ultrasonic waves. Rather than rely on photons, phonon mazes... I don't understand this conversation. The name implies really. You know what? I'm giving up. We're skipping through this. I can't do this. If the human is also data-like when visiting the digital world. Okay, the coilboard works. I checked a lot with the streaming setup before I started between yesterday and today. I did not remember that I had that on, but thank you, Koi. I will save. Right about now, if I can. Well, we could get the rewards first. These flies are making me crazy. I'm so sorry, I just... Listen, how the mic is on the microphone arm, quotation marks, it's complicated, and there's like a thingy here that I just touched, which caused some ripples. I agree with what Detective Matayoshi said, so it's back to work for you, kiddo. Your next task awaits you. The next task, which is just another case. Let's save on here. Right, we're in chapter 7, if anyone's interested. I don't know, big enough to cover myself. Isn't that fun? Let's check on the Digilab real quick. Because what would a Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth stream of mine be without a Digilab trip? And I am going to check again if... Nope. Nothing there. I think I will end soon anyway, because it's almost been an hour and I'm out of energy. So it might be better to do that. Digivolve. Let's just see where everyone's at. Everyone's going somewhere. There was an issue. What was the issue? I think the issue was Abby. Yeah. Now there is the question. Considering that we can... What's the Abby on you? 18. Considering that we can Digivolve Agumon, we could go with one of them. I kind of want to. Do I have to? We have the party memory, so... Well, Greymon... because this is my personal save file, I am following the anime Digivolutions. And I do think I like Geo Greymon a little bit more than normal Greymon. Also, just recently... I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents left, right, and center. That's part of the charm here. Let's go with Geo Greymon. I'm currently watching a show with my parents, The Rookie, and there are so many voice actors in there that I know from somewhere, and it's making me crazy when I can't, like, when we don't get the name of the character. I don't remember what the name of the voice actor is. I don't recognize the voice, but I like know that I know the voice. And somewhere recently there was the German voice actor of Marcus. Marcus? Is that even his name in English? I don't remember. No, Geo Greymon does just look cooler than Greymon. I'm sorry about it, but it's true. It's true. It's the truth over here. Cam is 15. Look, we already got that. That's nice. That's based. Greymon is a little bit like old Pikachu. Like the rounder Pikachu. What is that? What am I looking at? Don't get people that say Geo Greymon is worse. I understand both sides, but I also think people have different preferences. People can like different things. That's okay. What is that? I can't really look at it. Normally I can just like lean in and get a good look. Now I can't because it's so far up. What are you? Whoa! Sorry, there was lightning. Am I scared of storms? Yes. Now it's thundering. It's quite a bit away. But that's a long thunder. Yeah, that's all we can do. Rise above the storm. No, I will hide. I will hide under my bed decker. That's the right way to say it. It's just blanket in English, isn't it? English is fun. It's so easy. You can just use the same word for 3 different things and it's fine. And in German it's like, oh, you have a new thing, just take 2 other words that describe that thing and make a new word. German is ridiculous. Farm Island. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Wait, what can we do with Digiconverts? Digiconvert. Patamon, Agumon, and Vanyamon. Let's convert them. We have a little bit to do here. Patamon is so cute. Look at its little face. I want to boop its nose. But alas, I am just 2D on the screen and Patamon is caught inside the game. We will never meet in the way that matters. Don't know where I got the philosophy from just now. It's fine. Barkemon. Wait, no, let me convert Barkemon. It's basically a 200. What do the 5% do? Yay! Barkemon looks like it's going to eat a hamburger. I hope there's fan art of that. If not, I should do that. Okay, let's talk with Kyoko, so I can hopefully remember in my mind what I'm supposed to do, and then... Also, I do want to mention, I'm going to say it now because I'm basically at the end of the stream. Okay, it's over soon. I've just gotten the message I was waiting for, so I have to end the stream anyway. And the storm is slightly worrying me. I didn't want to go here. Sorry, let me finish my sentence. I'm getting distracted so easily. What did I want to say? We are going to talk with Kyoko to figure out where I have to go next, and then I'm going to consider on Saturday what I'm going to do on Saturday, and then look Sunday if I'm going to stream or not. And what did I want to say? Storms are scary. I have to end the stream. I forgot what I wanted to say. I'm going to say it now because we're almost at the end of the stream. There were no internet problems today. You know why? Because I have a LAN cable. Isn't that fun? Alright, we get messages in this game. I forgot. That's fine. Yeah. That's all I have for that. Chinese. That's it. That's the flavor of my coffee needs. There's a Chinese restaurant here in Nakano. A good assistant would go check it out. I hate... Lightning. 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 I hate when people talk like that. When it's like, well, a good person would do this. And it's like the expectation that you do it, but they won't say it outright. I really hope you can't hear the thunder when I'm talking. You can hear that I don't like it. Chinese restaurant. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I can stand here a little bit and talk for a little bit more, because why not? So... Saturday and Sunday maybe streams, and after that it will be break again, because the streaming is a bit more complicated right now, because back in my room we obviously always had a lot of internet issues. It worked for the most part, but especially recently, like, I'm noticing in like day to day that there are issues back there. So I don't think a stream would run smoothly. So if I want to stream seriously, I will have to do it here. I'm in the living room, which is like another problem because there are always people in the living room. That's why I have to like negotiate 4 times to stream here, and that's also a lot more complicated. Not to mention that I have to move like my entire setup in here. So every time that I want to stream, because before there was a free desk here, so I could just put everything on and leave it there, but it was time limited. And now both desks are occupied, so if I want to stream, I have to move the switch here, I have to move the capture card here, I have to move the laptop here, I have to move the microphone here, and like connect everything. And just today, like before the stream, I meant to mention it, I forgot. I opened OBS, I'm like made sure I checked that everything's working well, and then I had a massive delay on the microphone out of nowhere, and I didn't know why. I fixed it by plugging it out and back in, but I panicked there for a second. I think it was just because I put the capture card, I connected the capture card to the laptop before I connected the microphone, and usually it's the other way around. Or the capture card's already in. No, what? The microphone's already in, so there was a minor issue with that. But otherwise, what else did I want to say? I don't know anymore. Weekend streams, maybe. New channel with reactions, apparently. Next week? Hopefully. And I think that's already it. Those are all the infos I have for now. But what I can say is that I'm very happy with my new model. It's nice. I'm very proud of it. And I was so shocked I like finished it. And then I knew I wouldn't use it, so I didn't download anything. It was just like in a file in Eebee's Paint, which is the app I use for drawing. And when I realized I hadn't saved the file anywhere, I hadn't saved the individual parts of the model, I had just left the file there, and if anything would have happened to my tablet, it would have been gone. But it's fine. You know, it's fine. Everything's great. Everything's great. Do I have anything else now to mention besides that it's gotten really dark outside because apparently there's a storm rolling in right now? I don't think so. I think that's all I have. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that. And I won't repeat myself again, because that's what I tend to do when I try to keep talking, even though I should be ending the stream now because I don't have anything more to talk about. So instead, I will say I still have my playlist of my songs of the week. If anyone wants a new if anyone wants to find new music, I have updated the song of the week today, actually. Because I remembered that I have that. Even though I have to admit I don't really have a song of the week. I'm between songs right now. And I don't think I have anything more to say. I've been like stuck between drawing, editing, and recording. And mushrooms. There are mushrooms in the forest. You can eat them. Not all of them. Just some of them. I personally just like one kind because all the others get really slimy when you cook them. And now I'm tangenting. I'm yapping again. Rambling. Yapping. I'm on a tangent. Look at me go. Mushrooms. No, forest mushrooms are great. And the game is even getting dark. Yes, I have been talking for too long. You know what? I'm now just going to move us over to the ending screen without further stories, because that's what I do. So, thank you for being here. I might be back on the weekend. I might not be back on the weekend. And that's already all I have that I can say with some form of certainty, which is none. So, have a good day, eat well, and sleep well. It's a good ending, right? Ciao, cacao.